Ever wondered how to make the perfect fried chicken at home? It's a question that's crossed many minds as we've savored that crispy golden delight. Fried chicken, universally adored and the star of countless meals worldwide, holds a special place in our hearts and stomachs. There's something profoundly satisfying about creating this culinary masterpiece in your own kitchen, infusing it with your unique touch. It's a journey worth embarking on, and today, we're doing just that. Stay tuned to discover the secret recipe for crispy, juicy homemade fried chicken. The first step in our fried chicken adventure is gathering our ingredients. Let's start with the star of the show, the chicken. Opt for quality here. A plump, fresh chicken will yield the juiciest and most flavorful fried chicken. Next, we have flour. This humble ingredient serves as the canvas for our masterpiece, providing a crisp golden crust when fried. Then comes the seasoning. This is where we can let our creativity shine. Classic spices like salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika are staples. But feel free to experiment with others like cayenne for heat or dried herbs for an earthy kick. Each one plays a crucial role in imparting flavor to our chicken. And finally, the oil. Choose a high smoke point oil like canola or peanut. It's the unsung hero that ensures our chicken fries evenly, achieving that irresistible golden brown color and crunchy texture. Once we have our ingredients, we're ready to move on to the preparation. Preparation is key to achieve the perfect fried chicken. And when it comes to preparation, the first step is always cleanliness. Begin by rinsing the chicken pieces under cold water. This washes away any residual blood or bone fragments that might be clinging to the meat. Once rinsed, pat the chicken dry with a clean kitchen towel or paper towels. It's crucial to make sure the chicken is as dry as possible. Any excess moisture could hinder the absorption of our delicious seasonings. Now let's talk about those seasonings. There's a world of flavors out there waiting to be explored, but for our purposes, we'll keep it simple yet flavorful. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika make a fantastic base. Generously sprinkle the seasonings all over the chicken pieces, making sure every nook and cranny is covered. Don't be shy with the spices. This is where our chicken starts to really sing. Once the chicken is seasoned, it's time to let it marinate. Marinating isn't just about adding flavor, it's also about tenderizing the meat. The salt in our seasoning mix draws out moisture from the chicken, which then gets replaced with the flavors of our spices. For optimal results, let the chicken marinate in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. If you're short on time, 30 minutes will do, but the longer it marinates, the more flavor it will absorb. There's a certain rhythm to preparing the perfect fried chicken. It's a dance between the cook and the ingredients. It's about knowing when to be gentle, like when patting the chicken dry, and when to be bold, like when seasoning. It's about patience, allowing the chicken to marinate, and anticipation, looking forward to the crispy, golden result. With our chicken prepared, we're ready to move on to the batter. And oh, what a batter it will be. But that's a story for the next scene. For now, let's let our chicken bask in its flavorful marinade as we prepare to take the next step on our fried chicken journey. A crispy, flavorful batter is what sets apart good fried chicken from great fried chicken. The batter is the first line of defense, wrapping the chicken in a protective shell, but it's so much more than that. It's a canvas for flavor, a vehicle for texture, and an integral part of the fried chicken experience. Now let's dive into making the perfect batter. It all begins with the flour. Plain all-purpose flour is the go-to choice for most fried chicken recipes. However, you could also experiment with cornmeal or rice flour for a different texture. Then we add in the seasonings. This is where you can let your creativity shine. Salt and pepper are the basics, but feel free to mix in garlic powder, paprika, cayenne pepper, or any other spices that tickle your taste buds. Remember, the goal is to create a batter that's flavorful enough to stand on its own. Now here's a key point many overlook: the water. Using cold water to mix your batter can make a world of difference. Cold water helps keep the batter light and crispy by preventing the formation of gluten. So, when it's time to mix, reach for that cold tap water. Once your batter is mixed, it's time for the chicken to take a dip. The chicken should be fully submerged in the batter, ensuring every nook and cranny is covered. This is what gives our chicken that delicious, crispy coating all over. A quick tip before we move on: let your battered chicken rest for a few minutes before frying. This allows the batter to adhere better to the chicken, creating a more uniform and crispier crust. With our batter prepared and our chicken dipped, we're ready to start frying. The promise of golden, crispy, flavorful fried chicken is just moments away. So let's turn up the heat and get ready for the sizzle. Now comes the most exciting part: frying the chicken. This is where we get to see our preparation pay off, transforming our marinated and battered chicken into the crispy delight we've been dreaming of. The first step in the frying process is heating the oil. We're aiming for a temperature of about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. An easy way to check if your oil is hot enough without a thermometer is to drop a small piece of batter into the oil. If it sizzles and rises to the top, your oil is ready for frying. But remember, too high of a temperature and your chicken could burn on the outside before it's fully cooked on the inside. Too low and your chicken could end up greasy and undercooked. Now let's move on to the actual frying. You're going to want to place the chicken pieces into the hot oil gently to avoid any splashing. For the best results, don't crowd the pan. This allows the chicken to cook evenly and helps maintain the oil temperature. The frying process is not a set it and forget it task. Keep an eye on your chicken as it fries. You should be seeing a gentle, steady bubbling around the chicken pieces. This is a good sign that your chicken is cooking at the right temperature. It's also important to turn your chicken pieces occasionally for even browning. Depending on the size of the pieces, it could take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes for them to cook thoroughly. You're looking for a golden brown color on the outside, a sign that the exterior is crispy and the interior is fully cooked. Patience is key here. Resist the temptation to crank up the heat to speed up the process. Good things come to those who wait, and perfectly fried chicken is no exception. Once our chicken is golden brown and crispy, it's ready to be enjoyed. Now that's a beautiful sight to behold, isn't it? The perfect blend of crispy exterior and juicy interior, all thanks to the magic of frying. The final and most satisfying step, enjoying our perfect homemade fried chicken. There's just something about biting into a piece of crispy golden fried chicken. The satisfying crunch, the juicy, tender meat inside, and the flavorful spices that dance on your tongue. It's a symphony of flavors and textures that's hard to beat. Now let's talk about companions for our star dish. A classic pairing is mashed potatoes and gravy. The creamy, comforting potatoes balance out the richness of the chicken. And let's not forget about the gravy. A drizzle of this savory sauce takes this meal to another level. If you're more into zingy sides, consider coleslaw. The crunch and tang of the cabbage is a refreshing contrast to the chicken. To wash it all down, a cold glass of lemonade or iced tea hits the spot. They provide just the right amount of sweetness and acidity to cleanse your palate. And there you have it, the perfect homemade fried chicken. Let's recap our journey to the perfect fried chicken. We embarked on this quest with a clear goal in mind, and through every step, we've been honing our culinary skills to achieve that crispy, juicy delight. The journey commenced with the gathering of our ingredients. We learned the importance of choosing high-quality fresh components, the backbone of any great recipe. Next, we delved into the art of preparing the chicken. This step taught us the significance of proper cleaning, trimming, and seasoning, setting the stage for the flavors to shine through. The perfect batter was our next stop. We discovered the magic of combining simple ingredients to create a batter that's light yet crispy, forming the perfect cloak for our chicken pieces. The frying process was an exercise in patience and precision. We learned the art of maintaining the right temperature, ensuring the chicken is cooked evenly, and achieving that golden brown crust we all love. Finally, we savored the fruits of our labor, relishing the perfect fried chicken. This was a testament to our hard work, a celebration of the culinary journey we undertook. Remember, the joy of cooking lies not just in the end product, but also in the process. The path to the perfect fried chicken is a dance of flavors and techniques, a symphony of sizzles and aromas. Now you're ready to make your own perfect fried chicken. Enjoy your culinary adventure.